Hello, Aquarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love forecast for the second half of May from the 16th all the way through the 31st. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. I'll be pulling from my Silhouettes deck, and then we'll go ahead and grab some cards from the Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystic Moon, and I'll clarify with my tarot messages. All right, so let's begin, Aquarius. What is it that you need to know this time around? What is your opening message? This is part one of your reading. If it resonates with you, fantastic. And if you are interested in watching the extended reading, that's available on my Patreon page. That link is down below in the description box. If it does make sense for you, stick around to the end. I will include a preview of the extended reading. All right, here we go, guys. Let's grab some insight. So we're starting things off with deception. When the smoke clears, the truth will be revealed, and we've got a broken feminine. Look at that. So divine feminine, this could be where you are at. If, for example, you've been dealing with a masculine who ended up hurting you because they were being deceptive. We don't want to assume this was an affair, although that could be what that implies. So you have some healing to do here if you haven't already done that. Perhaps that's the focus for some of you. The truth always comes out. It comes forward. All right, let's see what else. So you might have dealt with somebody who broke your heart, divine feminine. They could have been dishonest, you know, doing things behind your back or just doing very hurtful things. We do have color lines. True love has no barrier. And hopefully this is, after going through this healing, what it is that you can manifest in your life. True love. You know, there's nothing that can stop true love. Let's see what else. We do have fly away. The only limits are the ones you place upon yourself. So if, for example, you're in a relationship and they are deceptive towards you, they did something to really ruin the partnership, you know, this is perhaps the advice that you're being directed to break free, to fly away from it, to end things, because there could ultimately be true love that's out there for you. You know, that's a possibility here. So let's grab some insight from some tarot messages. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my TANIELU tarot deck here. For Aquarius, angels and spirit guides, please. So we've got the divine feminine coming through in this reading so far. I'm also getting, take this if it makes sense, divine feminine, that somebody did hurt you. Maybe this is a past energy. And if you haven't taken the time to heal from that, you're still broken. Maybe you got yourself involved in a relationship while you were still in this energy. And so maybe you ended up hurting somebody else because you yourself were hurt by someone else. So it could have been a repetitive pattern too. And that's something that needs to be addressed if you relate to that. We do have the Ace of Wands. So there's potential. There is the opportunity for growth. There's a new beginning here. You have the potential to create something better in your life. If someone's being dishonest and deceptive with you, you don't ever have to put up with that. You can, through your own healing, as I've mentioned, divine feminine, welcome in a new beginning with somebody else, you know. Now this could be what some of you are going through as well. If you're feeling trapped in a relationship where you're just not getting from it what it is that you're looking for or hoping for, if they are cheating on you, for example, and that's hurting you more and more every day, but for whatever reason, due to barriers and perhaps complications, that's preventing you from walking out or leaving. Some of you guys might have families to consider. So maybe right now you are trapped in a dead-end relationship where you're just not happy. Take that if it makes sense. We do have the Temperance card. We do have the Death card, the Emperor, and then we've got the Ten of Wands. These heavy burdens, I feel it's something that you're dealing with Divine Feminine, you know, that heavy energy of sticking around in a situation where you no longer feel loved or cherished or appreciated or wanted. And so this perhaps is something that you need to let go of, lay down that heaviness, lay down that burden. You know, if it's meant to end, that might be a blessing in disguise for you, because there could be something way better suited for you by detaching from letting go of a person that just doesn't treat you right, you know. For some of you guys, maybe it did already come to an end and this is still something that you are healing from. Divine Feminine, what I'm seeing here is in time you will be able to find the right kind of love for you. You do have an Emperor here representing a Divine Masculine who won't ever get you entangled in drama such as this. So give it some time to restore balance in your life. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this. Let's see what else. So that's a very specific group of cards. So if it makes sense for you, which I hope of course it does, then hopefully it's offering you advice that's helpful here. What else do we need to know for Aquarius for the second half of May? Angels and spirit guides, please. We do have spring, okay? So things bloom during the springtime. And I really ultimately feel you are meant to find this kind of love that makes you happy, that fulfills you, where things can grow rather than things that are falling apart. So ultimately, it might take action on your part to be able to find this. But this is interesting too, that we have bound, we've got abandoned, we've got metamorphosis, we have fear, and I'm guided to pull this one too, where we have the separation. So sometimes this reminds me of a Three of Swords type energy where they've broken your heart, they hurt you, there could have been a love triangle. Maybe they made you feel abandoned, you know, but there's clearly things here that need to change, whether you are feminine or masculine, but we do have a broken feminine card that came forward. Sometimes this reminds me of the Devil's energy in tarot. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn perhaps, or just that same type of devil energy where you're feeling bound to a person or situation, even though it's not a good, healthy relationship, you know? So these are things that need to be addressed. You want to be able to detach and lay down that heavy burden that you've been carrying. They might also be very controlling and just make you feel like, you know what, you can't leave, you can't find anything better or anyone better than what we have, and that's not true. If they're not treating you right, you absolutely can find someone way better suited for you. You don't ever have to settle. And so if you're afraid to create change in your life, maybe you've been with this person a very long time, maybe it's been abusive in however way it has been, can be codependent as well. If you've been afraid to create change, that's, I feel, why it's telling you it's time to take action. The time starts now. You know, that type of energy there. So let's clarify. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot here, Aquarius. So I feel ultimately it's time for you to break free, to heal this heart of yours. Look at this. We've got the Hangman. So it's time to let go. It's time to make room for better. You know, so when it comes to this partnership that some of you guys might be feeling either bound to, or it could even be the other person and their energy still lingering around even though you don't want them anymore. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay. We do have the Two of Cups. There's a soulmate bond here that's wanting to come in. So make room for that, you know. Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Wands right here. Victory, success, strength. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo as well. Financial windfall with the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe your money matters. Career, job opportunities, that'll look up for you if it hasn't already. Six of Wands, victory, success. So career, money, as I've mentioned, your livelihood, your life purpose, as well as your love life can be successful. And look at this. I love how this is here because we've got the fear card. You can overcome your fears by being brave and courageous to go after what it is that you really want to manifest in your life, Aquarius. You don't ever have to settle for anything less than what you deserve. And you deserve everything that makes you happy. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave part 1, Aquarius. If this resonates with you so far, I'd love to see you over on Patreon. Stick around for a preview of the extended that's coming right up. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. I'm not surprised to see that. I mean, the separation card, the broken heart, that represents, as I've mentioned, the Three of Swords type energy. This is somebody who hurts you. This is someone that did something to really break your heart, you know, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just not moving. You know, you're meant for better, you're meant for greater, so you really are meant to detach and let go. It's like, let it end, go through that transition in order to find something and someone better. So yeah, you want to be able to detach from people like this. But look at this. Chain, holding on, staying put, hopeful. So some of you guys might be feeling like, you know what, let's try to work this out. I'm going to give it another try. But if their track record just hasn't been the best, there comes a point where it's time to let go. There comes a point where it's time to detach in order for better days to come. Okay, so let's grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot. The Death card came forward for a reason, guys. So it's time for a relationship that is no longer serving a purpose in your life. It's time to detach and let it go. That is a cycle that needs to phase out, because new love or better love wants to come in if it hasn't already found you, you know. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius for this extended reading. You could be having nightmares at this time. This is anxiety. This could be depression for some of you. Feeling hopeless, perhaps, that you'll ever be able to have good days again. You know, that these good things that want to come in, maybe you're just not feeling very hopeful that you can actually experience that. But you really are being offered a new beginning here. You absolutely are. You know, so sometimes it comes down to you taking that leap of faith, believing enough in yourself, knowing that you deserve better. So there's no sense in holding on to somebody who is not treating you right, who could be sneaking around, keeping secrets, and being deceptive.